Primetime.
Primetime. What time is it? Showtime Primetime.
It's XL Primetime, featuring Joe C.
Why in the world am I sitting back and being quiet about this?
Matt Hayes.
Oh, my God, this is ridiculous.
And Leon Searcy.
If you can't hang with the big dogs, stay on the porch.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
Welcome in. The noon hour is here. Kind of a scorching hot Thursday out there right now. That's for sure. Anybody who is out in the heat working, we salute you, man. There ain't no doubt about it. And there are plenty of you getting the job done. You may be in your, work vehicle right now, tuned in to 92.5 FM or 1010, or you got it up on the roof or wherever you are at. A big salute to all of y'all getting it done. You guys make Duval move, that's for sure. With the news of Brenton Strange getting a contract yesterday, a little bit after we got off the air, we definitely need to dig into that. You got the USA in action tonight against Turkey or Turducken. That's basically what they're going to be by the time we get to the end of it. They're going to be cooked. Yeah, they're going to be cooked.
Like a row.
Yeah. Well, if you needed this win tonight, Turkey would be turducken. They would be cooked. But this team, the United States of America, does not need it nearly as much as you think or thought they would heading into the group play.
No, we're not letting up, man.
No. I understand. But let me give you an example. And JJ probably has the accurate numbers. But just as an example, I think if you bet on the United States to win tonight, it's like plus 250. If you bet on Turkey to win tonight, it's like minus 110. That gives you an idea of what the odds makers think is going.
Is it that big?
I
plus
believe it's
250 for the U.S.? That's not what I saw.
Okay, well, just check, just because I think I remember looking at it or heard it yesterday, and it obviously might have changed, but it was around that number, and it might have been our dudes.
No, we're minus 125.
Okay, minus 125. And what is Turkey?
Yeah. They're plus 285.
Okay, so had them flipped then, which is crucial. Okay, so plus 285 for them, minus 110, you say, for
125.
125 for the United States.
Does Turkey go back to Turkey when this thing's done?
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so. Turkey A will be out.
That's all I want to know.
Yeah, they won't have to worry about too much after this. But you now have group stage close to coming to a conclusion. You got the United States in action tonight. You got the Francis show setting everything up at the Lemon Bar for a big watch party with Modelo. Nice. Later on tonight. They will be at the Lemon Bar at Seahorse Inn later on from 4 to 6 this afternoon. So we got plenty to get into.
And the live reacts after the match.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
JJ's
got a live show. Yeah.
Kidding me? Don't forget that.
And you're guessing about midnight? Is that about right?
Yeah, whenever it's over. Probably a little earlier than that.
Do you ever have stoppage time in your broadcast?
What do you mean?
Like
you go long if you feel like you
with all the stoppage time.
We don't have any time. We go forever.
Okay.
We go as long as we want. It's the internet, baby.
I thought you had allowed for stoppage time is what I'm thinking. Like if you got to go take a bathroom break in the middle of it, you might have extra stoppage time that you come back. But there are no breaks. You just keep
no breaks. No breaks.
All right. So we're going to talk about George Kittle first and foremost. We're going to get into a handful of other things. Terry and Arnold in all sorts of trouble with a kidnapping scheme that did not go well when it was all said and done. So we will get into that. But if you're fired up for the United States tonight, I'll just give you the Modelo Yellow as we talk about Modelo and that watch party later on. A great day to be enjoying some World Cup soccer. You got some key matches this afternoon that we will get into as well. But let's talk about Brenton Strange first, because my guess is he might have done the Modelo Yellow after he got this deal done. He's now among the top-paid tight ends in the National Football League. He gets a large chunk of it guaranteed. $16 million per year is the annual average value. He gets $25 million guaranteed. A 3-year, $48 million contract is what he signed. I tell you what, Brenton Strange is, I believe, going into this year was going to be a big piece of what they were going to try and do. When they draft a couple tight ends, you raise your eyebrow. You say, wait a minute, are they starting to think about his replacement because it's going to be too costly? Well, you can't go 13 personnel if you don't have Brenton Strange and now Nate Borkesher and Tanner Koziel out there on the football field.
I think they clearly believe that he hasn't reached his ceiling or even close to it.
Right.
Which is the reason why you give him that money, which is the reason why you don't let him hit the market. I don't know how much more he would have gotten as a tight end. Although if the cap continues to increase. He could have gotten more, obviously. I just don't know how much more. So, I mean, they got it done. It's smart, I think.
Mhm.
And the obvious question now becomes, what about Parker Washington? Is he a guy that you figure is in your plans?
Right.
He's a guy that also you believe hasn't hit his ceiling yet. Is he a guy that's more than just a slot receiver, which I think he proved last year, right?
Oh, heck yes.
So I think he's next, and if he's not, that'll be interesting because you're going to allow him to hit free agency at that position where the numbers are significantly higher than what you just gave
Yeah,
Brenton Strange.
I think what they're thinking is that they are prioritizing needs. They're looking at what they think their future roster is going to look like. They're looking at what might be available in the next draft. They did, as we just said, draft 2 tight ends to plan for their future, not knowing whether they're going to be able to get the deal with Brenton Strange done. And then on top of that, they went later in the draft as well and got a couple of receivers that they hope can help fit the bill or fill the bill if they need to look beyond Parker Washington. I still think he's a big part of their plans. This is a salary cap it was in disrepair. All the dead money that they had to deal with, they're cleaning that part of it up. They're becoming now a more spending ability type of team going into next offseason where they can actually offer some contracts, and they still may be able to get this bad boy done before either this offseason or during the regular
My
season.
guess is they've been negotiating with both of them, and Strange was just the one that hit first because
Maybe.
that's the one that hit.
Maybe.
I mean, that's maybe Parker Washington and his reps want a little more than what they believe is real. So there's a lot going on that none of us know about.
Right. If you go back to last year, towards the end of last year, Cole Van Lannon gets a deal. Then Trayvon Walker gets his extension. Now Brenton Strange. And then, as you said, Parker Washington might be the next guy that gets it. They are trying to forecast the guys that they need to make a priority and spend money on. But it doesn't mean that they can't plan for the future and guard against losing that guy if he's determined to maybe seek free agency.
I mean, if you look at it, Cole Van Lannon's extension was kind of okay, we believe he can be what we need.
Mhm.
It really wasn't okay, he's clearly shown it over a couple of years. You know what I mean? It was just, we've got a brief window of what we saw with him. Correct?
Yeah.
I think that's a very fair statement, is it not?
Yeah.
Not unlike, by the way, not unlike the 7 games of Walker Little in 2022.
Which led to my man Trent giving him an extension.
So that was a strange one for me. No pun intended. Brenton Strange, I think when healthy, has shown he's a pretty good player. I don't know that. I mean, I keep hearing people saying he's one of the best tight ends in the league. Number one, he's got to stay healthy because availability is your best trait, correct?
Yeah.
And number two, he's got to be productive. So let's see it.
Well, we talk about the battery of weapons that this team has. The numbers may not go up, honestly, that much for either one of these guys that were either in a contract year or now have a contract, and maybe you're expecting bigger things from them. How much more. Basically, Brenton Strange has averaged about 4 dozen catches. He's gotten in the end zone 3 to 5 times a year, something like that. It's by no means eye-popping. He probably does feel like he needs to up that number, both catches and end zone strikes that he hauls in for scores.
He's also, and here's another thing, too. I keep hearing people say, well, they were 11-1 with him and 2-3 without him. Because they didn't have a tight end who can block on the roster other than him. That's why.
Well,
you can't run the ball if you
no.
don't have a tight end that can't block.
Well, Johnny Munt was a blocker. He definitely was.
Come on.
And no, he wasn't a catcher.
I know. I'm just saying, come on.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's make this clear. He was not a pass catcher.
I realize that. But there's a big difference between Johnny Munt and Brenton Strange.
No, I get it. I'm just simply saying when Hunter Long went down, that was another pass-catching tight end that they needed and were relying on. Then they had to look to a Munt, a Quentin Morris, or some other guy.
Quentin Morris, God love him, okay?
Yeah.
He was getting time last year because he was a bigger body who could block.
And because Brenton was hurt. He missed those number of games. And so, but down the stretch, Morris got in the end zone, man.
He did.
And he was able to lay a few guys out with some pancake blocks on some of the plays that
You
they
still
made.
think he's making the team, huh?
I don't know. We can, as we get to training camp, we can look at that roster and see if it's just going to be 3 tight ends or 4 tight ends. But he's obviously got a chance. They gave him the tender offer. They feel like he's the guy that they liked what they saw from him and how he responded to the challenge. So we'll find out. But you're looking at a room that's going to be led by 85. 2 draft picks in 87 and 89 that they're going to definitely be relying upon. And then it's that 4th guy.
89 guy get on the field.
Right. And that
Telling you
4th,
that right now, man.
yeah, that 4th guy, you're going to have to figure it out. But yeah, Tanner Koziel definitely is poised to be one of the bright spots in this rookie class. That's for sure. So let me just hit these numbers real quick. Trey McBride, he's at the top of the heap along with George Kittle, both making 19 or more at the tight end position. Now, Kittle has been knocked around, not the healthiest dude because of everything that he's had to endure.
He's missed a lot of time the last 2 years.
He really has. Yeah. Injury-wise, he is kind of a beaten-up dude. He is a walking injury list guy that is listed every single week. 19.1 for him. Trey McBride, 19 million, which includes 43 mil guaranteed. Kyle Pitts just gets his deal, 18 million. He ain't blocking anybody. He's a move tight end. He gets 36 million guaranteed. And then you got Kelsey, a little over 17, TJ Hawkinson, about 16 and a half. And then you start to look at Brenton Strange's numbers. So you guys let us know, 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures as far as your vibe on this deal getting done. Most or all of Duval is fired up about it because they want to see 85 come back.
Sure, I think it's a great move. I just think that Parker Washington is a more critical move.
Yeah, you had him being replaced. You thought they were going to move on with these draft picks, but he is a guy, can't go 13 personnel without Brenton Strange.
Nope.
Okay, it's XL Primetime. We're going to keep it cranking. We're going to get into some college football as well today. Athlon is kicked out their All-America team to start the year. We got the 5 for 5 that finally got passed. We'll get into all that coming up on XLP.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford. This World Cup soccer update is laced up by Valvoline Instant Oil Changes and Houston's Meats.
Westwood One Sports presents this World Soccer Update, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts, your professional parts people. The schedule kicks off at 4 Eastern. Germany, already the Group E winner, will face Ecuador, and Ivory Coast can advance to the knockout round for the first time with a win over Curacao. Meanwhile, the U.S. has nothing to play for tonight against Turkey, 10 Eastern in L.A., but goalkeeper Matt Freese, coming off the shutout against Australia, won't change his mentality.
I think really regardless of whether or not they're eliminated, it's a strong group and a competitive group. We're focused on ourselves, and all 26 guys are focused on being ready to compete and ready to continue the momentum that we've built.
Christian Pulisic will be available coming off the calf injury. We know the U.S. will play in the round of 32 on July 1st in San Francisco. The opponent still TBD. With this 2026 World Soccer Update, I'm Brad Heller, Westwood One Sports.
Help increase your vehicle's performance with Lucas Fuel Treatment at O'Reilly Auto Parts. A clean fuel system can increase performance and fuel economy. Simply add it to your tank at your next fill-up to eliminate carbon and varnish deposits. Get 2 bottles of Lucas Fuel Treatment for just $9, plus 2 times points at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
There he is, Mr. Big Time Capital One Bank guy.
Mom, please.
Well, look at this Capital One Cafe. I just might move in.
Or just drop by. Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week.
I could put my spoon collection right here by the ATM. Yes.
Wow, you weren't kidding, Mom.
I never kid about the spoon collection, son. Oh, hey, what's that thing you always say?
There's no fees or minimums on Capital One checking accounts.
No, the other one.
What's in your wallet?
Oh, that's my boy.
Terms apply. Visit CapitalOne.com/bankguide for details. Capital One and name member FDIC.
Jack C. Wilson Roofing Company is hiring for an estimator. Are you a motivated, customer-focused professional who enjoys working with people and doing things the right way? We want to hear from you. Send your resume to JCW Roof at jcwroof.com or call 904-396-1546. Family owned and operated since 1946. Jack C. Wilson Roofing Company, the first name in Jacksonville roofing.
Hey, it's Joe C. Wingstop just dropped the boneless meal deal for 2. 20 boneless wings, choice of 4 flavors, a large fry, and 2 dips. All for only $16.99. Limited time. And while you're crushing that deal, get in the Club Wingstop loyalty program. 10 points for every single dollar you spend. Sign up now at 1010xl.com/Wingstop. I'm locked in. You need to be too. Wingstop, baby. Get the deal and get in the club. Bonus meal deal for 2 and Club Wingstop. Limited time only at Wingstop.
Joe Coward, Matt Hayes, and Leon Searcy are serving up your daily dose of sports talk specials from scratch.
I didn't know you could.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
These are delicious.
Noon to 2 weekdays on 1010XL.
In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infinity is always the top pick. This is Hayes Carlion. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infinity is inspected, factory backed, with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship level service as a brand new Infinity? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfinity.com or visit Atlantic Infinity off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party. Wait, is that Ronaldinho? Ronaldinho, you think Brazil will win it all this summer?
Claro que sí.
Can I just say, you're my favorite player, ever.
Bet all of soccer's biggest matches this summer on Hard Rock Bet. And keep your cool in case you run into Ronaldinho. Download the Hard Rock Bet app and back your country. Roll with us. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
Want to stretch that dollar? Taylor Doll here to help save you money with the Money Pages magazine and app. Trying to figure out dinner? Money Pages has deals at your favorite local restaurants. Need auto repairs or an oil change? Money Pages has coupons to help you save. Looking to do some home improvement projects? Money Pages has deals on everything home, from AC repair and plumbing to flooring and painting. Check your mailbox for Money Pages today and download the app for savings on the go.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about not being afraid of the crosses of life. Life can be difficult. Maybe today you're carrying a cross of worry or stress. Let me encourage you to remember that when Christ got on the big cross at Golgotha, he destroyed all the little crosses that we face in our life. He set us free from fear, worry, and anxiety. Our job is not to be carried by the cross, but to be carried by our faith.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Definitely, though, I feel like Duval's home to me. I take a lot of pride in going out there every Sunday, whenever we play Monday, whatever it is, Thursday, and just playing good for this city and playing good for this organization. So this is where I wanted to be. I'm happy here, and I'm just excited we got the deal done.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
So Brenton Strange was asked if it was something he was focused on, wanted to get it done before the regular season, and he, just like everybody else out there in professional sports, or for that matter, in our NIL world, just athletes, period, that just go, I'm letting my agent handle that. It's kind of like, I'm worried about Carson Beck, the only guy not signing out there in Arizona. What the hell's Denny up to? He's making like serious demands out in the desert. But he's, as you heard Sam with his report earlier, that Beck still is unsigned.
Right.
But players like Brenton Strange, they leave it to their agent until their agent gets to a point where they go, hey, I need to let you know what's up, where we're at. And, he's stoked because the deal's done. It's not like it was necessarily a, quote, hometown discount or a break for the team. It's a little bit of savings because you got it done before the season started.
Correct.
But we just rattled off the average annual value of these contracts. He's up there.
He's close.
Yeah.
And look, what I said earlier, you got to be available and he's got to reach that ceiling, and that's all true.
Mm-hmm.
But you could do a lot worse than getting like 50 more Brenton Strangers on your team. Okay?
Oh, yes.
That's a dude. That's a football player, and that's a guy who you can tell loves the game.
I talked to him in mandatory minicamp and asked the obvious question: what were you thinking when 2 tight ends were drafted? And then obviously asked him about the contract as well. And he had all the right things to say because I believe he believes what the vision is of his head coach, his general manager, his VP of football ops, the triumvirate that are leading the show here. And they say, hey, pal, just because we're drafting a couple of these guys doesn't mean you ain't a big part of our plans going forward.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, I mean, to be honest, he kind of got shortchanged in his initial draft because of the way Penn State played him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he went to Penn State. Penn State was loaded at tight end. He really wasn't featured till his last year. The thing is, he should have gone to Purdue, man. I'm pretty sure he initially committed to Purdue. Imagine him and Jeff Brom.
No one should have ever gone to Purdue.
No, because Jeff Brom. That was back when Jeff Brom was coaching him. Imagine what he would have done in Jeff Brom's offense.
Yeah.
That's a first-round pick, man.
But it's funny that out of all of this, and again, we can give Trent Baalke credit for a early draft pick and a late draft pick, both from Penn State, that have balled. And the tape, when you put those 2 in at the time, they didn't look bad at all. You're like, okay, I see this. And one of the things that I originally thought, and obviously I was wrong, is I thought Doug Peterson had a big hand in that draft because they had just come through the playoffs, and he said, I want more offense. And they went 1, 2, 3, first rounds, offense. Now, the first one was by necessity.
Right.
Because they had the Cam Robinson suspension. They knew they needed to get Anton or a big offensive lineman drafted.
By the way, that crap only happens to this franchise. Seriously.
Not really. No, wait till we get to Terry and Arnold. It doesn't just happen.
I know, but it just seems like when you are a losing franchise, crap like that happens. You know what I mean? It just finds its way to you.
It can
really
snowball.
Does. That's why it's so good what they've done. This whole group is just, they're completely different from what it was.
Yeah, and the coaching, by my estimation, I think most would agree, this is Moto, master of the obvious, a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
Whereas I was pointing the finger at both the GM, which I think was warranted with what Baalke was half good at and half bad at the very least. I'm giving him a little credit there. And then the coach, who I thought was going to come in here, I viewed him as the most professional hire this team had made since Tom Coughlin, and it showed out in year 1 and then just completely devolved and evaporated over the next couple of seasons. And that was after an 8-3 start the following season.
Yeah.
And it just completely devolved after that. And
so we already gone in. That was fool's gold. That whole thing was.
Yes.
They should not have been 8-3 at that point.
Yeah, but but a Brenton Strange and a Parker Washington selection in the second and in the later rounds. And heck, for that matter, they went with Tank Bigsby.
By the way,
there was another offensive guy.
Parker Washington also shortchanged because Penn State didn't really throw the ball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
6th-round pick, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good player at Penn State. They just never got him the ball.
Right. When it's all said and done, 2 guys that were non-first-round draft picks can become huge pieces, building blocks for this football team going forward. And that just has not happened often enough. Let's make this the 10-10 take because it honestly needs to happen more often.
10-10
take.
Now, Josie's 10-10 take, served up by Wingstop. Can't stop Wingstop.
Don't forget, they got that great boneless meal deal for 2. You can cash in on that for a limited time and then join Club Wingstop. They give you 10 points for every $1 you spend. You can log on and sign up real easy at 1010xl.com/Wingstop. So you think of all the other franchises that are out there that are hugely successful, and what do they do most often? They draft good players outside of the first round. That is something that hardly happened here for too long. And when you, not only did you swing and miss in the first round more often than you should, you didn't have the depth by having good drafts to overcome that. And so you just said goodbye and goodbye and goodbye after every single first 4 years of a contract expired and then you just let these guys walk off to the NFL wilderness because they weren't worthy of a second contract. Now you're getting guys that are worthy of second contracts because they're good players and because they're being coached better. That's the 10-10 take. To be able to have a late-round draft pick like Parker Washington, a guy 61st overall like Brenton Strange, make impacts the way that they have and then become building blocks is massive.
Those like Leon says all the time, the late-round guys are the guys you build your roster with.
Yeah.
I mean, you clearly need the impact guys, the early round guys, but the late round guys and the guys especially that develop into something more than what you thought.
Right.
Yeah, that's everything in the league, man. That's how you build.
So 2 non-first rounders get brand new deals in this offseason. Let's just play your game and say Parker gets it before the season starts. They could have guaranteed money of around $50 million and contracts that are worth, if they play them out, around $100 million combined.
Yeah.
That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And that's where this football team has at the very least put themselves in position.
That's also development too. I think that's
that's
you
the
talk
coaching
about all
part.
the time with the coaching is the key is they're helping these guys reach that point of their careers where now they are playing at their elite, at their ceiling.
All right.
And look, these guys are all at the end of the day, they all get to the NFL. They know the NFL. They know what they've got to do to hit that level.
Right.
But you've gotta have that motivation, man, because once that cash is in your pocket, it's very easy to just say, all right, well, I'll just do what I can do, and then I'll just get by.
I think that the theme has been just attack the offseason, create that hunger, get rid of that stink, all the good stuff that Liam said. So here's one more from Brenton Strange. Why does he feel like something special is happening here in good old Duval?
I would say it's the people that we have in this building, and that was another reason why I wanted to be here. And that's not only the players, but that's just the staff. You know, that's all the people in this building. We have one common goal, and whatever we need to do to win, that's that. So it's a special building, man, and that's what you need. You need special people around. You need the people who are driven and determined to want to accomplish winning. And I'm happy I'm here.
I can't remember the last time somebody said something that glowing about the front office, and it sounds genuine. That is the idea of culture, what they're trying to build in that building, where they do fight for each other and play their tails off for each other. And you've got guys with vision in the front office, and Jimmy Gladstone says, you ball, you get paid. And we start to succeed on a regular basis. No one-hit wonders here, man.
No, I think that this is a big year for this franchise. It's a big year for those three guys. It's a big year for Cohen and Gladstone and Tony, because they can be like 2017, they can be like 2022, or they can be unique.
Yeah.
And I like you can't regress to 9-8. You can't regress to 8-9. You can't. You've got to be either competing or winning the division, 10-7, 11-6, 12-5, somewhere around there. You've got to land there. This cannot be a step back for this franchise. You've got to prove that we are now going up and above. We are now ascending. Right. All that crap before were things like Cam Robinson's suspension, just fine bad franchises. That stuff's all in our rear view, man. That's all in our wake. We are different now.
Well, you got to win in the playoffs. That's the next
you do.
step.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. But I think you have to prove initially that this is built to last. And I think that's on the players as well, too, man, because they've got to come into this season with even more motivation to say, okay, this is not who we were. This is something completely different now. Watch this. You thought last year was good. Watch this.
Yeah. So you guys keep it going. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. You can jump in the YouTube chat. We will talk some USA soccer coming up in just a bit. We got college ball to throw your way. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime. Driven by Big #1 Duval Ford. Elite service for elite companies.
Everybody's doing it. ET's doing it. You know I'm doing it. Our business manager's doing it. I know our listeners are doing it. Listen up. St. Augustine Grass homeowners, topdressing.com season is here. Michelle did it 4 weeks ago. Now she's saying, my grass kicks ass. Her words, not mine. But it's worth it, man. I came back from vacation this summer, and the lawn is looking lush green just like Ireland. Get to topdressing.com today or call 888-850-1850 for your free estimate. Topdressing.com.
Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why we are North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Attention men and women. If you'd like to get your hair back, then you need to listen to some of our clients. John in Orange Park.
IHRS showed me what was causing my hair loss and helped stop it.
Call IHRS now at 904-777-IHRS. Find out how to grow your hair back with a free hair and scalp examination. Diane from Ponte Vedra.
Now I have what lotions couldn't give me. Thick, beautiful hair.
Hurry and receive a free hair and scalp examination and get 2 weeks of laser treatments for free. Call IHRS at 904-777-4477. Hairforme.com.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
Everyone's loving the incredible free finance offer at Beard's Diamonds, but you have to hurry. Time is running out. You have until 6 p.m. on June 30th to get zero interest financing for 5 whole years. This extraordinary offer will not be extended, so don't wait. Beard's has the engagement rings, the wedding bands, the earrings, pendants, bracelets, case after case of exquisite jewelry she wants. You can get the lowest price now and then spread your payments over 5 years with zero interest. Take a $6,000 diamond tennis bracelet. Get Beard's value price, pay zero down, and pay just $100 a month for 5 years. In a world of high interest rates, this is almost too good to be true. But it's happening now through June 30th at Beard's Diamonds. Beard's Diamonds, the only local jeweler at the town center, giving Jacksonville the selection, value, service, and quality you deserve. The big box chain stores can't even come close. So hurry in to take advantage of free financing. Beard's Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. On approved credit, see store for details.
Picken here. Experience crystal clear vision with the Eye Associates, formerly Bow 9 Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet Betchkel, MD, Jacksonville's leader in advanced eye care. From routine eye exams to specialized vision care, their experienced team dedicated to improving and preserving your vision. The same care you've come to trust, now with a new name. To schedule your appointment today, call the Eye Associates, formerly Bow 9 Associates, Schneider Eye and Wellness Center, and Janet A. Betchkel, MD, at 296-0098.
After attending a Saturday Bumps and Bruises clinic by Southeast orthopedic specialist, my son's hip and shoulder issues were diagnosed quickly, and he's back playing. As a busy family, we really appreciate their prompt attention.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch.
I say I'm too late. Got nothing in my brain.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
This is how it all started.
Why would you play this? Seriously.
JJ's such a fan.
It's a banger.
He's a Swiftie.
A banger.
He is a Swiftie.
This is the only one I know, I think. That's why I played it. And it's catchy.
This is how it started. This one in the Tim McGraw song.
And I'm about to be a girl dad, bro.
Oh, hey, listen.
I have daughters. Doesn't mean I think she's annoying.
I can't wait for you to watch Cheetah Girls over and over and over, play Candyland again and again and again, and listen to Taylor Swift. And I think way back when it was the Hannah Montana craze that Hyla was going through. I was wearing a wig, all kinds of stuff.
By the way, there's a reason for this madness, everyone, okay?
Yes.
So Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are getting married July 3rd.
Our royalty.
The lovebirds that they are.
They've rented out Madison Square Garden for 3 days to get married. Oh. Nothing says look at me like renting out the world's most famous arena for 3 days.
Taylor is
quite like that.
Through July 4th, so it's 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Well, they're going to have fireworks, so it makes sense to line up
3
with the
days of
holiday.
ceremony, fireworks.
Most people will be convinced it's not America 250, it's the Taylor Swift celebration.
That's probably why they did it.
Yeah. To now say I do.
They're
to
trying
Travis
to
Kelce.
upstage America.
She's going to come out with her Taylor Swift 250 is what she's going to do.
So not only did they rent MSG for 3 days, according to AI, I'm starting to worry. AI is everywhere. I don't know if you guys know that, but they're everywhere. Road closures are coming with the MS, at least according to AI.
Like the president's coming through.
New York City permits were filed to close streets around the arena from July 2nd to midday July 4th, including approvals for an exterior and or canopy to conceal arrivals.
Wow. Did they even do this? Did they even close roads for the NBA Finals?
AI even knows that
They're
they're
closing
already
roads for a wedding?
Yeah, because you don't want to see who the celebs are. They want to hide who's there. They don't want the paparazzi ruin this amazing event.
Yeah, TMZ's got to get money for their pictures. They're going to make people work for this. They're not going to make it obvious.
Yeah, exactly. So the first night is only 100 people.
Okay.
So
wait.
close
I thought
family
the
and
new mayor
friends.
of New York was a man of the people.
I'm
It was all
sure
about
he'll
the
be
people.
invited. I'm sure he'll be invited. So the second night is 1,000.
That's what happens with communism. They make you think
1,000 people.
they're a man of the people when they're really not.
That's how it always works.
Mm-hmm. 1,000.
Andy Reid was asked about it. Okay, because of course he was. If he'll be attending, and he said, "I can't talk about it."
Right.
So they even have Andy Reid, the most lovable guy in the NFL,
On a
being
gag order.
sort of annoying. Yeah.
On a gag order.
I can't talk about it.
talk about it.
They have booked rooms at the Marriott Marquis.
He signed an NDA.
At Times Square. And so that they're already finding out that multiple teammates have booked rooms there. So
Seriously, well, I mean, what's happened to Travis
Now,
Kelce?
do all
Seriously.
the Chiefs get invited? I bet not. I bet it's like
What has happened?
Hey,
to him?
Reishi, just say
Yeah,
home.
Rishi,
Stay
right.
home.
Honestly, let's
well, at least don't
You
drive
can send a
here.
gift. Yeah, you can send a gift, but just stay home.
What has happened to him, man?
He got swifted.
No, he sold his soul to
Oh my
Big
God,
Pharma.
What
and
happened
then
to him, man?
That's when it all happened.
Yeah.
It is. It is.
The downfall of the Chiefs really happened after that. No, I think they won another Super Bowl or two.
Yeah, at least one.
Yeah, at least one.
And they
But
all
the
played
fissures
angry.
began. That's when it began.
Yes.
They all
Now
played
no more.
angry because nobody gave them any respect.
I mean, what do you honestly think their prospects are this year? I mean, his specifically, I think he's completely done. I think
Done.
he's
Well,
washed. He's like,
He
I
might
don't
be
even.
washed after July 3. Washed. Done.
Like he was bad the last 2 years, if I can remember. I mean, last year for sure. But
Yeah.
as the Chiefs, what do you think? Do you think they're just going to go right back to being the Chiefs again, or is
Well,
this a?
I just
huge-
was like flipping through my websites and I found power rankings from, I don't know, a month ago or whatever.
Mhm.
And this kind of says it all for me. Jacksonville is above them in the power rankings because Jacksonville obviously made it to the postseason. They look like they're on the climb. What you just described about Travis Kelce, Mahomes coming back from an injury. They ain't the same Chiefs, of course,
Yeah,
because of the injury.
they struggled even with Mahomes.
Exactly. And then you've seen guys that have either left or gotten in trouble, and it's not coming apart at the seams, but it ain't the same group. And we all
Wait, are you saying Patty Jesus can't save him anymore? Is that what you're
we
saying?
all assumed the Mahomes magic would pull them through any storm, that they would be ready to rock and roll.
I still believe that.
I know you do.
I'm still.
Let me
a
tell you
believer.
something. Ain't nothing can stand up to the Swifty storm.
Yeah.
She's going to be one that eventually brought that franchise down.
Well,
She's Yoko.
She started. I love. I don't remember if Hicken put it on her, but somebody did.
By the way, they made
But-
their great music, their best music after Yoko and John got together. They made their best music.
Yeah,
So Yoko really, Yoko gets
Says
a
you.
bad.
Says
Yoko
you.
gets way too much.
I always say
blame,
Revolver's
man.
my favorite album. So that was before Yoko, correct?
I don't think so.
I think it had
I
more to
don't
do
think
with
so.
hallucinogenics than Yoko, honestly.
That too,
if we're-
no doubt,
If
no
we're,
doubt.
If we're being real.
100%.
The other part of it, though, is that she started to become less and less visible because they started to lose more and more often. And so now we're going to find out if just average old Chiefs ball is going to be good enough for her to get into the suite.
Revolver was before.
Before. Okay. Revolver is their best album too. So let me ask you this. So once T Swift, like at what point does she jump the shark with the young fans? And then what does
I don't
she do?
think she has
what
young
kind of
fans.
music?
Her
what kind
fans are like my age.
What kind of
Yeah.
music does she then go to? Does she go back to country?
Well, no, I don't think
Ooh.
so. I don't think so because there's enough pop for her. She owns this space.
There are people your age, JJ, that dig T Swift, huh?
I think like maybe a little younger than me, like a little younger, like maybe 30-year-olds.
But I agree with that's her era.
She was
she rose
after, like she got famous
with her.
She got famous after me. After when you're like in that 15 to 25-year-old era, and you're like whatever you listen to then, that's what you stick with the rest of your life. Like I think she got famous sort of after that.
Yeah.
So I would say her fan base is probably more like 25 to 30-year-olds.
It's my baby
So what you're saying is, you're saying is the Swifties, the young Swifties, when they're 50, they're still going to be Swifties? Is that what you're saying?
Hell yes.
All right.
Because when I'm 50, I'm still going to be listening to what I listened to when I was 20.
Right. And you're the king of not listening to anything that is past 1983.
It's not true. It's not true.
Just pretty much that.
That's not true.
Yeah. You
To
were.
be fair to Matt, a lot of rock music's been dead.
It
has died.
It has. But he is a 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
He
but
is.
so am I.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even around then.
It was great rock, but I definitely want to get. Like, I come back to it, but...
I listen to the new stuff, too, man.
But, will I be listening to, like, Sublime as a 50-year-old?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will.
Maybe.
Yeah, I still do.
It's hard for me to say. It's so far in the future. Of course, I'm such a young boy.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
trust me, you will be punching in closing time playlists with Sublime and Hoobastank and everybody else. All right, real quick on that, if you don't mind, because it is still, as you know, still hot out there.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
So our HVAC installers have checked in. He said doing installs and making sure 1010XL is playing in the attic. Shout out to you guys, keeping us entertained in the heat. Only good thing about it, Duval. So yeah, we love you. There's no question. You are the ones who make this whole thing
you better
tick.
believe that, man.
Those
dudes are working.
Yeah, and I don't
Without
care.
you, there is no Taylor Swift wedding.
Exactly. I thought we might get her in the suite here for that Monday nighter, and it didn't happen. And thankfully it didn't, because Devin Lloyd picked off Mahomes and took it 99 yards for the dub. Can't wait for another one.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
Another sizzling summer on the First Coast.
Summer. And 1010XL.
Truck accidents can happen and can be devastating. Founded in Jacksonville, Edwards & Raggets is proud to serve the 904. If you've been seriously injured in a truck accident, protect yourself and your family by understanding your rights and legal options. Our attorneys are experienced in handling complex truck cases and can guide you through this. No fees unless you recover damages. Call 904-INJURED or visit 904injured.com.
Edwards & Raggets, offices Jacksonville.
Hey, it's Joe C. Wingstop just dropped the boneless meal deal for two. 20 boneless wings, choice of 4 flavors, a large fry, and 2 dips. All for only $16.99. Limited time. And while you're crushing that deal, get in the Club Wingstop loyalty program. 10 points for every single dollar you spend. Sign up now at 1010xl.com/Wingstop. I'm locked in. You need to be too. Wingstop, baby. Get the deal and get in the club. Bonus meal deal for 2 and Club Wingstop. Limited time only at Wingstop.
Looking for ways to save on your JEA bill? We're on it. When it comes to your utilities, the less you use, the more you can save. That's why JEA offers ways to help you manage your usage and avoid higher than expected bills. Use our online tools to monitor your usage throughout the month. Schedule a free irrigation or energy efficiency assessment and get personalized tips to save. And with JEA rebates, you can save when upgrading to more efficient equipment. Find more ways to save at JEA.com.
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
Hey, you playing poker tonight?
Only if it's at Best Bet.
Cash games or tournament?
Why not both?
I heard the action has been crazy lately.
Well, there's great games, fun crowd, drinks flowing. It's the best poker in town.
All right, text the group. We're all in.
Your game starts at Best Bet. Whether you're chasing the final table or out for just a fun night, Best Bet is your place for poker, food, drinks, and nonstop action. With 3 area locations, there's a Best Bet near you. Details at bestbetjacks.com. That's bestbetjacks.com.
What if your next fun day out costs you $70 to play all day? That's exactly what you get at the Battalion Airsoft Arena, the only indoor airsoft battlefield in Jax. Skip the same old boring entertainment choices and step into real action with your crew. Perfect for birthdays, company team building, graduation parties, or just epic weekend fun. No experience, no problem. The Battalion package includes everything: gun, mask, and ammo with unlimited play. So lock in your mission now at BattalionAirsoftArena.com.
Get out of the heat and into the action with the Jacksonville Sharks coming up Sunday, June 28th. Kickoff 7:30 and tickets start at just $15. Be one of the first 1,000 fans and receive a free light stick. It's Red Out Night. Wear a red shirt and let's make the tank a sea of red. Witness history as Aaron Garcia becomes the first player ever inducted into the Sharks Ring of Honor, presented by Kia on Atlantic. Bring the whole crew and try our family 4-pack. 4 tickets and $50 in food vouchers for only $100. The fun continues on the field after the game with our free autograph session, sponsored by Flight Adventure Park. For tickets, go to jacksharks.com or call 904-621-0700. That's 621-0700.
Get out of the heat and into the action.
Sharks football, where memories are made.
Go Sharks! Josie for Wingstop, and they've got that boneless meal deal for 2. I tell you what, you order it up before the USA kicks off against Turkey tonight. You will get the full belly. We're talking 20 boneless wings, choice of 4 flavors, large fry, couple of dips, and it's all for $16.99. Cash in on that baby for a limited time. And while you're crushing that deal, make sure you get in the Club Wingstop loyalty program. 10 points for every $1 you spend. Sign up now at 1010XL.com/Wingstop. I did it. It's super easy, and you need to get in Club Wingstop and get some extra grub from Wingstop. Make sure you check it out for a limited time.
With 50 years of fabrication expertise in towing products, the family at Cannons of Jacksonville can repair or install precisely what you need to tow with confidence. Visit cannonsofjacks.com, where quality and customer satisfaction collide.
1010XL, presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Never go out of style. Never. No. Never, ever, ever.
I do miss the new rock bands that were out. You could basically go 90s into the O's, and I'm sure there were plenty more. We've had this discussion before with the Greta Van Fleet and some of the other ones that have come out, but we just haven't had enough of them. And 21 Pilots in the early O's, one of my favorites.
The Killers.
Yes, yeah. Michael in the Middle loves the Killers.
And they're like 20 years old now. And we just looked up Taylor Swift's probably.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift's first hit was in 2006. No. Even earlier than we suspected.
But that was country.
Yeah, it was Tim McGraw.
Yeah. It was a Simply Writ song. And I say Simply Writ because that's basically how it was. It wasn't written. It's a Simply Writ song. And incredible how she was just catapulted into stardom.
And we have a lot of texters in defending T-Swift. A lot of older T-Swift Swifties, which caught us off guard. So respect to you guys.
High Tide,
a lot of texters.
High Tide says he's north of 50. You're well north of 50.
Well, he said he's gotten high off of her. 50,
yeah. And I'm unapologetic Swiftie.
Yeah.
I celebrate her entire catalog.
Wow. That's respect.
He's gotten high off of her forever.
And he did say Rubber Soul's the best Beatles album. It's high up there.
Okay. That's a great one.
Yeah. And so, and that's
they're basically the same album. Revolver and Rubber Soul. No, I'm saying they were made at the same time. They're basically an extension of the
other. Yes, drug-induced albums.
But what it says more than anything else.
I know. I'm just saying. That's
what
why
it
they
says more than
sound
anything
like
else is his range. Okay, his versatility when it comes
It
to
is. That's what's
his
impressive.
ear
Yes.
for music. So you got to appreciate it. But yeah, they're out there, man, and they're not hiding behind rocks. I'm 40, and a lot of folks my age are Swifties, so they're definitely coming out and saying it. All right, we love it. So
I think you might be a little bit of a Swiftie.
I will go in and out. Like I even liked Miley Cyrus back then, and she's
Hannah Montana or Miley Cyrus?
Miley Cyrus. Whenever she was able to come out with some of her own stuff,
but not the Hannah Montana.
Well, that's
Listen,
a fake Disney show.
I was
Matt.
forced to watch that with Hyla. I had to watch that. Like I said, I would watch Carly, whatever it was.
iCarly.
Yeah, and a handful of those. And then Cheetah Girls.
God, I'm not looking forward to that part.
Yeah.
Of being a dad.
Bro, you'll love it.
I won't love
because you'll be
that.
with her. You
I
will.
mean, like
You'll
I just
sing
feel like
all
my
that
son
stuff,
would be
dude.
wanting to watch the game.
But the other thing
and
that
I'll be like, oh, of course we can watch the Braves, son.
She might want to watch the game with you too.
The other
Probably
thing I
not.
keep telling you is that you will get into whatever sport she's into.
Oh, I definitely know.
And you will have a greater appreciation for it.
And I'm worried. I actually heard this. A guy sent a question into Denny and Pastor Joby Martin on their podcast, and it was like, hey, I'm having an issue being that dad at, they worded it differently, but basically like being that dad at my daughter's sporting events. And like my wife sent it to me and was like, please don't do this. And I hope I won't. I like to think like I'll be the guy down the left field line, away from all the action, just like, hey, supporting her, not yelling, whatever. But then there's that little devil on my shoulder that's like, no, scream at the ump.
Exactly.
Do it. That was
You'll
a bad
get-
call.
I think you're going to get kicked out of at
Fight
least
the
one
coach.
gym or told to leave one baseball complex at the very
Maybe
least.
just
nothing wrong
once.
with
and-
screaming at the ump. There's nothing
Yes,
wrong
there
with that.
is. At a youth sporting event, the ump's like a 15-year-old.
You can't say, come on. Come on.
Come on. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I've done those. And one dude had
Or like breathe heavy. Like,
he had the curly mustache.
Yes. I mean, if they're 15-year-old kids, yes, I
curly
agree.
mustache.
But
He
if
had
it's like
the
a 35, 40-year-old guy back there, then you're like, come on.
And I just kept yelling, get more mustache wax, man. Come on. And he just kept looking at me like, I hate you. I hate you. And then we had the referees that were big volunteers at the players, and I had to answer to them a bunch because ripping referees became a bit of a hobby. You couldn't help it. You just, where are your eyes? That type of stuff. And
You'll find out as you become a parent, by the way. You're going to use those two words a lot. Come on.
But I was never
various things. Trust me.
I was never asked to leave.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen that happen as a kid growing up when
That-
like
he
a kid's
hesitated
dad
there.
gets kicked out and you're really like, man, you feel bad for the kid.
Wait, see, we need to delve into this because he hesitated when he said, I've never been kicked out.
Never been asked to leave.
That means
Specifically kicked out?
his
or
wife
was
has asked him to leave,
Was your
but not the
group
officials.
asked to leave,
No,
or did TLD say, you got to go?
She would say occasionally, zip it, that type of stuff.
I can see that.
But I would get after the mustache wax, man. And there were a few other ones that I would get after. But
Now, what about other kids like that have fouled your
There's
daughter?
no doubt in my mind
or-
he's gotten kicked out. There's no doubt.
like or other parents, like let's say your daughter's playing soccer and she gets tackled really hard and the other parents is like cheering or something. Like, have you ever had that?
Yeah,
where
you
you're
get
like,
those-
okay,
yeah.
the other dad now and me are arch nemesis.
Like I remember one time Hyla getting her head bounced off of the court by like what happened to Caitlin Clark last night. Kind of like that.
she was the basketball.
Yeah, and those types of things, and you just get fired up.
Yeah.
And you can't help it, but you just gotta
protect. You want to protect your
If
baby.
she was my daughter,
Yeah.
and that happened to her,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah, it makes you nuts.
Oh.
And you jump up and
You'd
you
be
yell
on the
and scream.
WNBA court fighting.
I'd be on the court, on the court. I'm sure her dad's
Malice
in there
at
like
the foul.
wanting to run on the
Yeah.
court.
Yeah, you raise hell. But I was never asked to leave. Butch, aka Gramps, to one of our buddies' grandfather, Bob Frawley, Butch. He was the only one who was asked to leave, and he would sit in his truck with the window down, somewhere just a little
screaming,
still screaming.
Like you've never done that.
No, I never did that. Never did that. But I would raise Cain, and it could be Michael in the middle playing football or baseball, Andy playing volleyball, Hyla playing volleyball or basketball. Yeah.
This is why I love the text line, by the way.
Yeah.
Brought to you by our good friends at Lifetime Enclosures. One text right after the other. One says, my dad currently umpires Little League girls softball and gets yelled at all the time. It's just part of the game.
Wow.
The next one right after that says, be careful at yelling umpires. That's why there's a shortage. That's why us good ones don't travel to rec circuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a college student.
He
He
said,
says, I'm a college
guy."
student
Yeah.
and during the real season, but yet little Tommy's dad thinks he knows more than me in summer baseball.
It's the
So
truth.
true.
And I did make a confession. I had to back up just a little bit because I just quickly was forced into volunteering to be a ref at a Y game.
Right.
And it was under 10, whatever
That's
it was.
Just like you work in sports.
That's
Come
not
out.
good.
Yeah. And I go up and down the court a couple of times.
You're
and
winded.
And I see something. I blow the whistle. I see something. And then I'm like, wait a minute. What did I just see? And like, I think that's a foul, but wait a minute.
And you don't have the review system either.
No,
You can't go to the monitor.
I had nothing to rely on. I'm like,
VAR.
this is not for me. I'm going to quit yelling at refs. I'm just backing out of this bad boy. It's not easy.
No, it's not. Respect to those guys.
Yeah. And like I said, we know plenty of them that are out and about.
Even
And
Little League guys, it's not easy, man.
No.
It's not. And those Little League guys take grief.
like our buddy Doug, my biggest friend from I9 Sports, literally my biggest friend, and he has to go get umpires all the time for I9 Sports. And you're trying to get all those cats to show up, kind of like what this guy says. Be careful, you don't get umpires. There's a shortage. So listen, if you do get out there and you support youth sports, we salute you.
Yeah, just remember, folks, your kid's not going pro.
No. Ryan O'Halloran, he is a pro. Okay?
Yes, he is a pro.
We're sailing to him coming up in the 1 o'clock hour, talk about this Brenton Strange new contract that he's got. And we also need to get into an All-America team from Athlon that's definitely worth bringing up in the college football world.
XL Prime Time, driven by Duval Ford. It's not girl talk, it's sports talk.
Coming after you!
Tom McManus adds his helmet to the heels with Lauren Brooks and Taylor Dahl.
Let's talk football.
Catch the pros' point of view afternoons 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
From the tee to the green and everywhere in between. Join Dan, Jeff, and PGA pros for Brunch with the Tour. Teed up by Clearwater Irrigation and North Florida Medical Centers. Tuesday morning at 8:30 on 1010XL.
When your home or business deserves more than ordinary glass, you trust the experts. Capital Glass and Shower Doors has been elevating spaces for over 40 years with precision, craftsmanship, and clean, modern design. From sleek frameless shower enclosures to elegant glass railings, wine cabinets, and any custom glass that makes a statement, Capital Glass delivers unmatched quality, service, and attention to detail. Your vision, their expertise. Capital Glass and Shower Doors at capcoglass.com.
WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Run into Superior Fireworks on Blanding Boulevard in Orange Park for their America 250 early sale. Stop in today for the best prices and selection before the huge last-minute crowds arrive. SuperiorFireworks.com/radio.
It's almost time to kick off the 2026 season at the bank. Whether you want to be at the center of it all as a season ticket member, lock in 3 or more games with a bundle at the bank, or cheer on the Jags at your most anticipated matchup, there's a way for everyone to be a part of the action. Seating is limited, so don't wait. Secure your tickets now by visiting jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
Summer is made for road trips, beach days, and family vacations. Before you hit the road, make sure your vehicle is ready at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Their trusted technicians can handle your oil change, fluids, filters, and more, all while you stay comfortably in your vehicle. No appointment needed. With convenient locations, a 4.7-star national rating, and named #1 Quick Lube for customer service by Forbes, it's easy to see why drivers choose Valvoline. Get road trip ready today at Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Prosser here. The world's biggest soccer tournament has arrived, and you can trade the entire tourney on Kalshi. On Kalshi, you can trade every match from the opening stage all the way to the final. If you want to pick Brazil to win it all, Brazil is trading around 7% to win. That means a $100 trade pays out around $1,300 if they win soccer's biggest prize. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there's no house, and as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your positions. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code 1010XL to get $10 when you trade 10. Kalshi. Kalshi. Trade the beautiful game. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see kalshi.com/regulatory.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist Local Sports Update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. This update brought to you by Battalion Airsoft Arena. The Orlando Magic selected Isaiah Nelson, out of USF with the 51st pick of the NBA draft. Nelson had his most productive campaign at South Florida as a senior in 34 games played. The 6'8" forward and center racked up the individual awards, earning American Conference Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, as well as Newcomer of the Year honors. Right now, 92 degrees at 1 o'clock. Time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Cranking on a Thursday, minus Big Surse, enjoying a little time off. We'll be back next week. Joe C., Matty Hayes, JJ, as we are cranking it out and looking forward to the United States against Turkey tonight. A game that doesn't matter in terms of winning the group. They've already done that with the first ever since the beginning of the World Cup in winning back-to-back World Cup matches, which is just unbelievable to a lot of people. It really is. And yet they were able to do it historically with their most goals scored in the first game, largest margin of victory, and then been able to close out Australia. And then thank you, Paraguay, for making sure that you took care of your part of it as well. So,
we've always loved you, Paraguay.
Yes, we have.
Thank you.
Yes, we have.
No matter what anyone says.
But still, come out and party tonight, right? You're still going to have that feeling of partying tonight. Modelo will have their watch party at the Lemon Bar, which is right there, the corner. Beautiful Seahorse Inn, Lemon Street. Roll on in and enjoy it. The Frangie Show will be there from 4 to 6 this afternoon. Germany will be on, right? Let me see if at 4 o'clock. And so they will have that on the screen. And there's, a half dozen matches today, JJ, that are crucial in terms of deciding who does move out of group stage into knockout.
Germany is at 4. So they play, and then Ivory Coast also plays at 4. So all the groups now, they play simultaneously, the two games. So that way you sort of don't know that, all we have to do here is draw and we can go through. So, yeah, all these games are seemingly really important except for ours. But the game on at the exact same time, the Paraguay game, is a decider. But here's why our game does matter. Because we're going to hopefully Birdie is telling me that Christian Pulisic is playing.
Yes.
That Birdie is Mauricio Pochettino. So I'm going to go with what he says. So Pulisic, you want to play a little bit, not a lot, but you want him to shake the rust off, and you want him to be a full go for the next knockout round match. If he doesn't play tonight, that will be 3 weeks of him not playing.
It's interesting because I was looking at it, and it's basically, you said 3 weeks, 19 days. So right there, basically 3 weeks, like you said. And so that's a big gap in time.
Yes.
And then you go with the whole rest versus rust. But I say to myself, a strained calf, do I really want to make – I want to make sure he's good to go.
I saw he was sprinting, though. In the videos they released, he's sprinting with the rest of the guys. And I'm like, well, if he can do that, he can go out there and play at 80% for 20 minutes. I just need 20 minutes from him tonight. That's it.
Just get out there, sweat a little bit, run around.
Exactly.
Make a few passes.
And Turkey doesn't have anything to play for, so they're not going to be all riled up to go in and tackle him and hurt him like Australia was. I think they're going to be a lot more laid back. This will be a friendly tonight.
They're passing juvies, man, because they are doubled the Australian
Did you say
team
doobies or juvies?
Juvies. They are some passing juvies.
I'm sure they passed the doobie as well after the match.
But real quick, Pulisic, if you make sure that he does get in there, the other half of this is you've got Richards, Robinson, Adams, my man Flo.
They're not playing.
Yeah, they all have yellow cards.
So they're not. They're out. Poch said yesterday there's no need to risk them. They're not playing.
Right, and yellow
which is
card-
good because we're going to give a lot more guys playing time that haven't seen the field. And in this competition, man, if you want to go far, you're going to have some depth, at least a little bit of depth. You're going to have these bench guys come in and play important minutes, especially if games go to extra time. There's an extra 30 minutes, and you're definitely going to need the Reynas, the Timothy Weahs of the world, like those, maybe even the Burhalters of the world to come in and play well.
You may have a couple Parker Washingtons on that bench that all of a sudden once they get
Gio Reyna.
Yes, once they get
Everybody
into the
loves
actual
Gio.
thick of it, all of a sudden, boom.
And you're like, we have to play this guy
They
more.
release, and you see what they really are.
Yeah, that's what you want. That's for sure.
So it's still worth watching tonight.
Yeah.
And it's still worth watching, of course, the show after the game, live on 1010XL's
Correct.
YouTube, hosted by me.
That's the reaction show.
Because it's all about America.
The 1010XL Soccer Show, which Jeff Prosser loves to make fun of that name. He's like, it's naming your dog. But I wanted to make sure everyone knew what the show was about. That's all.
What are we going to call it?
All
All right,
the
let's call it the
1010XL Soccer Show.
And it's presented
Genius. Presented by Twin Peaks, of course.
There you go. Making sure. So almost a certainty, Bosnia and Herzegovina is the next opponent.
Yes.
When they get into the knockout stage, you have
There's 330 scenarios coming in of who we would play in the knockout round. 329 of those scenarios are against Bosnia. So, yeah, it's pretty much locked in. And that is the 1st of July at 8 p.m. in San Francisco. So we'll finally get like a prime time, good kickoff time for the East Coasters out there. And it's July 1st.
And the kick time again?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. And it's where the
San Francisco.
49ers.
San Francisco.
Yeah,
I wish it was in
Clara.
Seattle. That
And
would have been better.
Yeah.
Yes, it would have been.
But you figure they go L.A., Seattle, then they come down to San Francisco. $2,400 a pop right now in the secondary market for nosebleeds is what they're saying.
And I'm guessing that's not because a lot of Bosnians want to.
No. And so that's where we are.
By the way, Bosnia is no pushover. They knocked out Italy. Yes, it was a home match, and they were down 1-0, and then they got a red card. But, I mean, the knockout Italy is a big deal, and they look decent. And they have a couple really great players. The kid who scored yesterday, I believe he was born in America.
Oh.
But obviously from Bosnian descent, so they snatched him up. But, man, one of the best goals of the tournament you'll see yesterday. Very long last name that I don't want to try to say.
There's too many of those.
Yeah.
Don't attempt. Now, I want to give Pete Prisco a round of applause because he attempted and did his top 100, and he didn't take days and days and days to reveal it. He basically said, I'm going to give you all the last names of all the top 100. Over-under guess of where you think one Trevor Lawrence is, right?
I'm going to say he's got Trevor at
Keep in mind it's Pete.
36.
Yeah, it's Pete.
36.
Okay, your over-under guess is 36 for Trevor Lawrence.
I'm going to say 26.
Okay, 26. Now, let me just give you the bottom of the barrel for Pete Prisco's top 100, which is at CBSSports.com.
So you're talking about 100.
Yeah, and I wouldn't, top 100. Okay. And I wouldn't say bottom of the barrel in a negative way because if you're top 100, you're pretty dang good.
Bottom of the list.
Yeah. He's got Colston Loveland as the number 100 player.
By the way, good player.
A rising tight end.
Yes.
And Caleb Williams definitely hooked up with him a number of times. Malik Neighbors is also down there near the bottom. Rashawn Slater, another guy who's coming back from injury. Drake London is among the guys that are inside the 100 to the top 90.
See, that's where I think you guys inflate Drake London a little too much. I think he's right about there.
But
right about high 90s.
The only reason I kind of hype him is I call him a number one for Atlanta because of his size, his speed, his catch radius and catchability. I love on him because I do think he makes the big plays. He doesn't stay healthy enough, and that's one of the knocks against him right now. But, yeah, that's where he's at. Okay,
Camps loves him, too. Loves him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, does he?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where we are. And it's because of his Southern Cal ties.
Yeah, course, he was there when Drake was there.
Dexter Lawrence, 91st. So those are the guys that were in the first 10 when you start counting down.
Wait, let us guess who the first Jag is, okay?
All right.
Before we go to Trev.
But you already guessed Trev. I just want you guys, you're on You said 35.
I said 36. JJ said 25.
I said 26, but whatever.
You kind of prices righted me there too, JJ. But all right, whatever.
No, I would have said 35 then.
Right, that's true. I'm looking for the first Jag here, and
I know he's got to have Josh Allen on that list.
I'm going to say
he loves the Jags.
He does. So, but it's not going to be Josh Allen. That's not going to be the first one.
Okay.
The first Jags are
Parker?
going to be Anton Harrison, I bet, and he's going to be like at 83.
Okay, so the one right after the first Jag is George Pickens, and he is 66th.
Wow.
Trevor Lawrence on Pete Prisco's Top 100 is 65th.
Wow. Okay, I was way wrong.
Jaguar mentioned. He said he finally flashed the star power in 25 that many expected when he was the first overall pick. Lawrence finished 5th in the MVP voting, but really didn't get going until week 8 as he made that big step in the new offense. And so last season, not rated. This season, 65th.
How do you have the guy who was the top 5 vote getter in the MVP race at 65?
Just telling you, Pete's tough, man.
Because we all know that there's like only one position that gets MVP votes.
Yeah.
So it's not like the best quarterback list. It's the best players in the NFL.
Right. I get that.
Yeah.
I get
It's
that.
not baseball where like the best players are all going to get MVP votes.
Right, but
this is a very,
it's the
very
best
weird
quarterback
sport.
MVP vote.
Yeah.
I get that, but you're also talking about the most important position in the league.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
that's
most important is not best.
Yeah, well, that's why we call it the best quarterback MVP vote, because
important is not best.
I don't agree with that. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it's more best than you think.
All right,
as
so
far as like
well, now I'm confused.
Players. I think like Matt Stafford's one of the best players in the league. Right? You can go down the first like 7, 8 quarterbacks in the NFL. They're one of the they're among the best 20, 25 players in the league. If you're looking like the top 8, is Lamar one of the best 25 players in the league? Absolutely.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that.
Oh my
not
God.
not last year. No,
100% I would.
All right, so that's a good exercise for another time because you have to work in the Myles Garretts of the world and all the other guys, the receivers that are lights out good. We will give you what Pete has at the top, but also Ryan O'Halloran coming up next right here on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. 1010XL celebrates blue-collar breadwinners and hard-working handymen.
I'm taking what they're giving because I'm working for a living.
Gold City Radio. 1010XL.
Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why we are North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes in our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. KeyBuickGMC.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
This is Patrick Malarkey. Southeast Orthopedic Specialist did a PRP treatment on my knee, which was absolutely painless, and now I feel fantastic.
David Garrard here, and PRP treatment from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist is still working well for me. When I needed professional orthopedic care, I chose Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. My knees thank me every day.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Catch the sights and sounds of the great outdoors from anywhere in the city. Go hunting and fishing with Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Favor, and Captain Kirk Walls on the Nimnit Outdoors Show every Saturday morning from 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
Jumbo Shrimp Baseball is home at VyStar Ballpark this week and weekend. Join them tonight for Coors Light Thirsty Thursday. Friday, they'll light up the sky with post-game fireworks, plus a Red Caps basketball jersey giveaway on Saturday, courtesy of Florida Blue. Followed by Baptist Health Sunday Family Fun Day at 2:05. Get your tickets now at jackshrimp.com. Affordable, family, fun.
Soccer fans, Michelob Ultra is going to pay somebody $90,000 to go to the FIFA World Cup 2026 final and bring the Superior Player of the Match trophy. Yes, I'm being serious right now. Got some weight to it. This is the real thing, people. Michelob Ultra, $90,000. FIFA World Cup 2026 final. You watch the match, you get the honor of carrying the Superior Player of the Match trophy. That's a soccer fan's dream come true.
Enjoy the beautiful game with a cold Michelob Ultra, the official beer of World Cup 2026.
Happy Father's Day to all you fathers.
Absolutely. Happy Father's Day. Well, thanks, guys.
Wow, I wonder how many fathers out there would love a new outdoor kitchen under their new pavilion or screen enclosure from Lifetime Enclosures.
I bet most would. Imagine having the entire family over and cooking a barbecue feast for everyone, protected from the elements.
I'd like to cook for Dad. Jacob, do you think you could? I think so, Pan.
I bet both you guys could.
Visit Lifetime Enclosures website or visit our showrooms today to experience the Lifetime difference and ask about our Father's Day specials.
Lifetime Enclosures. Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call now for your free evaluation and see if multi-unit hair grafting or PRP can restore your hair. Call 904-777-IHRS.
My bald spots are gone. Thanks, IHRS.
IHRS is the only clinic in the Southeast to offer all proven solutions to restore your hair and is now offering multi-unit hair grafting. One procedure, more hair.
You've got nothing to lose but more hair. I feel younger, I look younger, and who doesn't want to feel better about themselves?
This year, grow your hair back. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-4477.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
A pro's pro. Rah, rah, rah. He joins us now. He's the Brenton Strange of the Florida Times Union. Ryan O'Halloran, how are you, my man?
Fellas, how are we doing today?
Doing great.
I don't think you can do that because now it's too close to a row.
Yeah. No,
You just
it's
call him
rah,
a
rah,
rah now?
It's Ryan O'Halloran. It's rah, rah, rah. And
Rah,
I don't,
rah, rah.
Yeah, exactly. I don't care what a row does. He's got
probably not a lot.
Hey, we need like 20 snaps out of a row,
Yeah,
okay?
but he's got some work to do to catch up to rah, rah, rah. All right? So, Ryan O'Halloran, columnist for the Florida Times Union, joins us now. The contract, while not a shock, he's worthy of it. What was your reaction when you did hear it all was coming down?
The timing was interesting. I think the Pitts thing probably moved them across the finish line earlier this week, and I thought for the most part it would probably happen more closer to Labor Day than Independence Day or Father's Day. But they arrived. It's not often you can look at a deal 348, 25 guaranteed, where you say it's beneficial for both team and player. For the player, he's a second-round pick. He gets $25 million. That's life-changing money, life-changing security. For the team, you get a reasonable term. So if he continues to progress, then you can do another deal when he's entering his age 29 season. So, this taken care of, I think, was a smart move for both sides.
All right, so the obvious question now is what about Parker Washington? I made a point early in the show, and I want to get your thoughts on it, that I think they've been negotiating with both of them. It's just that Brenton was the one that happened first. Would you agree with that?
Yes. You go back to late March, James Gladstone said that the talks had begun. They were eligible to do that when the league year started. Most teams take a break around the draft. And then I was told back to early stages late in May. So, I'm sure they've been exchanging numbers. I don't think one has to do with the other because they're different positions, different price points. But I think it would be a great win for the Jaguars if they can get Parker Washington done before camp. But it's all about the ball's a little bit in his court as well. Does he think he can be paid Jacoby Myers money? He's not going to get that here, I don't think. Would he like to test the market elsewhere?
Okay, so that's
interesting.
That's
you don't think,
yeah.
you don't think he's going to make Jacoby Myers money, huh?
Well, that's 20. I mean, there are a couple of teams that have two $20 million receivers. The sample size for Parker is not the sample size of Myers. That's not a knock. I think he has the potential to have that kind of impact. I think the Jaguars, if they come in, in the high teens, I think that may be enough to get it done.
And that guaranteed money we were talking about earlier, we're talking with Ryan O'Halloran. You can find him at Jacksonville.com, of course, the Florida Times Union, and on X at Ryan O'Halloran. And the number of guaranteed cash for these two from Penn State in the same draft, one an earlier round draft pick, another one a later round draft pick, could combine for around $50 million, because we got 25 for Brenton now, and overall contracts could approach $100 million. That is kind of crazy and crazy good.
Yeah, crazy good, and it's a nod to the previous regime led by Trent Baalke to identify these two players, and then also the coaching staff for developing them, both staffs, and particularly Liam Cohen with Parker Washington and Trevor Lawrence, and the trust they showed in him during the last half of last season. So, I mean, anytime you can sign non-first round picks to second contracts, you're doing something right.
Does it end with those two this offseason, or is there someone else on the horizon? Because I kind of feel like Antonio Johnson's going to have a huge season, then it might be Devin Lloyd all over again, where you just can't afford him.
And that's the thing is, I mean, they drafted Ransaw, they drafted Husky. On defense, guys get more guys on defense make it to market in this league, which is understandable. Quarterbacks, receivers are premium positions. So safety is a position that you see a lot of turnover in teams. So the Johnson thing is interesting. If I had to name one guy, okay, what's their feeling about Anton Harrison? They got the fourth year this year, they got the fifth year next year already in their pocket. That fifth year money is totally guaranteed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do they feel like they need to see a little bit more? Do they feel like there needs to be urgency? I don't think there needs to be urgency with Harrison, because he does have 2 years left on his deal at a really good first round money. But the Johnson thing is interesting because it inadvertently it keeps slipping my mind that he's a free agent coming up.
Yeah.
But he did have 5 interceptions. I do think he'll be a starter opposite of Murray. And that's the other thing. I think this is Eric Murray's last year here. Do you really want to go into 2027 with Ransaw and Husky as your two safeties, two really young players? That may help Johnson's negotiating stance.
Yeah, because you figure Eric Murray, half decade in Houston, didn't even start his career there, was with KC to begin with, and was one of the pricier guys that they had to make sure they got. They made Jordan Lewis the highest paid nickel a season ago when they brought him in, and even though they didn't pay Eric Murray as much, that leadership that they maybe over a 2-year period you can say goodbye to, because now that room is kind of built.
Yeah, and if you do free agent contracts right, you can get out after 2 years,
mm-hmm.
and that was a crutch of the previous regime.
Yeah.
And so I think the common sense is, hey, a veteran comes in 2 years, gets his guaranteed, and maybe Eric Murray has a great year and stays healthy, and they say, hey, let's add a year or two and rework some of the cap hits. So I think they have time to think about that. It also depends on how Johnson plays and how Murray plays.
Is he the only one? Is Antonio the only one?
Yeah, I mean, they got so many. I'm looking, Ezra Cleveland, potentially, but Wyatt Milam, that's what they drafted him for, 3rd round pick. And so, and then, Devon Hamilton is another guy. This would be his 3rd contract with the team. So I think Hamilton's going to be interesting. He's made a lot of money already. Okay, what does he really feel entrenched, or does he want to be a lifetime Jag? So those are a couple guys off the top of my head. And I think you file all these under the title of good problems. Is when you have a good team, you can't keep everybody. You have to be very selective, and you got to be right about who you keep.
Mm-hmm. We're talking with Ryan O'Halloran, and when you look at the roster, and this is something I'm sure you will do over time in your column, but this could be one of the deeper draft classes that we're able to secure second contracts here, because look, we can go down the line and there are just drop-offs. 3rd round draft picks like Andre Sisco, 2nd round draft picks like Tyson Campbell traded away, other guys that you either couldn't afford or chose not to re-sign. 3rd rounder in Luke Fortner you said goodbye to, and Chad Moom, and so on and so forth. This could be, in recent memory, the most successful draft this team's had in a while.
Yeah, definitely over the last decade, that 16 draft class with Jalen Ramsey and Ngakwe, those guys either signed or were able to command some draft picks when they got traded. So, that was a great draft. You look back to the Linder, Marquise Lee, Allen Robinson draft, so that was another good one. But this one does have that this class of Strange and Washington does have the potential to be that, really stellar class of guys who will not only sign their second deal, but will be able to play out their second deal in Jacksonville.
What do you think about? Go ahead, John.
Of the guys that are still on the team, Christian Braswell has a chance to make the roster once again. He's toggled back and forth between the practice squad. We're talking about maybe a new deal for Antonio, but you would have 2 6-rounders make the team, 5th-rounder making plays. Goodbye, Tyler Lacey. He's gone. Yasir Abdullah probably gone. But Ventrell could get another deal. And then Brenton and Anton. That's a pretty dang good draft.
Yeah, and Ventrell, the thing with him is he could be this year's Devin Lloyd light in terms of open market. If he is able to show he can stay healthy, be a productive player, and seize that starting job, he's going to get paid somewhere. It just may not be here.
So if looking at the running back spot, does LaQuinn Allen have a legit shot to win that thing?
I'd be a little surprised on that one because I think he brings, and this is a compliment that LaQuinn is, he brings so much value on third down that I want him penciled in on third down right now. And then you have Tootin and Rodriguez, playing those early downs. Rodriguez has not been asked to do any of that third down stuff in his pro career. And then, but I do think what Liam Cohn's going to do is he said that he wants to stick with the run, be more disciplined in calling runs. I think he's going to stick with the hot hand if they get that run game going, which is what you should do. So I don't see a 33.3% dividing of the workload apiece, but there could be a game where LaQuinn Allen gets the third series of the game and gets rolling, and he's going to end up with 14, 15 carries in a game. And I think that they feel like they have a good situation there with those 3 backs.
I'm asking Joe and you, did you guys see Rodriguez late in minicamp or in minicamp at all, and then late or early?
No, because
I think once he got hurt, he didn't even show up in the field, did he?
I never saw him. And Ryan O'Halloran,
did you see him, Ryan?
Much better at looking at those.
He would, if he would walk by me without a number 24 on, I probably wouldn't recognize him. But on that side field, Joe, when you were out there as well, you saw Travis Hunter, you saw Van Lannen, you saw Borkature when he was sidelined. So he was not a part of that group. So to me, that he was on the bike during that first OTA. We'll see. I mean, they are supremely confident he's going to be 100% by the time camp starts. But if there's a little bit of a hiccup, they got time on their side with him. And that's one thing I asked Liam a couple of weeks ago is, his experience at Kentucky with Liam's system, how much will that help him catch up? He goes, that will help. He goes, he has no concerns about him really catching up fast.
Yeah, and the foot injury, you don't know how significant it is and how it can.
Or what it is, for that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they call it a procedure. I think that's a fancy word for a surgery. So I think it was a broken bone. That would be my suspicion. And so if it's a clean break, then you got to let nature take its course after the surgery. And but I don't think he's going to be a guy that's going to play in the preseason. Get him his work in the practices.
As the radio doctor that I play, a broken bone, you hit the nail on the head. You much rather have that than a ligament, a tendon, some of those other things.
If that's what it is. We don't know what it was, right?
We'll find out. All right, Ryan, what else we got cooking? Jacksonville.com.
Well, I'm joining Frank Frangie today at Lemon Bar at 4 o'clock. If anybody wants to start by, got me and Hayes tomorrow 4 to 6. In the paper, have a column today with Luke Locks, the Florida State men's basketball coach, about his mentor Mike Brown winning the NBA title. And then Luke was great talking about that. And then Saturday, I talked to Brad Faxon about Miles Russell. And then I also have some Brenton Strange thoughts in that notes column as well.
That's awesome. If anything screams Lemon Bar, it's O'Halloran and French. Okay? If anything.
It's just
okay? All right, buddy. We will see you. Huh?
One rule, no rules.
All right, we'll see you there later on.
Fellas, take
All
care.
right. Appreciate it.
Strange and O'Halloran.
Oh, yeah. There you
That
go.
was so funny. I love Ryan.
We bellied up to the bar afterwards. Oh, heck yeah. 4 to 6 this afternoon, The Frangie Show with Modelo out at the Lemon Bar. Make sure you drop on by, getting ready for USA Turkey later on. Of course, as we said, they will have the Germany match on as The Frangie Show unfolds.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford. The big stories, fresh conversations. The Lead with Hayes Carline and Ryan O'Halloran. Fridays from 4 to 6 on 1010XL.
America's turning 250, and Superior Fireworks is ready for the biggest 4th of July in a generation. Beat the rush and save during their 4th of July early sale, now through June 30th. Shop early for the best prices, selection, and shopping experience before huge last-minute crowds arrive. Superior Fireworks, the locally owned fireworks superstore, right on Blanding Boulevard in Orange Park and at superiorfireworks.com/radio.
Hey Jacksonville, this is Dr. George Bari. Bari Orthopedics is your choice when it comes to an injury. We're here for you and your loved ones to deliver excellent treatment and care fast the first time. Trust your care in our hands. Get same-day appointments for your injuries with 3 locations. If it hurts, ask us first. Bari Orthopedics.
Be sure and check out the expertise from Dr. George Bari and the entire staff at BariOrthopedics.com. That's BAHRI Orthopedics.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm dedicated to helping businesses manage risk, maximize opportunities, and move their company forward. Jimerson Burr attorneys are business-oriented lawyers, equally comfortable as community leaders, private transaction counselors, or courtroom advocates. If you have a legal issue of any kind affecting your business, contact the firm at 389-0050 or jimersonfirm.com.
When the world turns its attention to the beautiful game, the most passionate fans know the best seat in the house isn't always in the stadium. Modelo celebrates football and the world of nations playing for the cup. 48 teams, 104 games. Wherever you choose to watch, make it the best seat in the house with a Modelo Especial in hand. It's time to play for the World Cup.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
The weather is heating up, and it's time to drop a line in the water. Gear up today at Green Acres Sporting Goods, Jacksonville's fishing headquarters. From Shimano and Penn Reels to Zoom baits and much more for saltwater and freshwater fishing. They've got everything you need to land the big one. And when your gear needs work, trust their expert rod and reel repair to keep you casting like new. Stop by Green Acres today or shop online at greenacresporting.com.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long, drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, I'm going way off the reservation for my golden moment. Not really way off, because we've been talking about this, but we haven't talked about it today. I kind of feel like it's going to be worth like a 5th or 6th rounder to go, if they'll do it, to go get Will Levis. He knows Liam Cohen's system. He's a guy you can trust.
Trust to do what?
Joe, throw the ball further than 10 yards and know where it's going. And knows the league, knows defenses.
You are still including Will Levis in this sentence,
yes,
right?
I am.
Okay.
They should have to give you a 5th rounder to take Will Levis.
Gosh.
If you could give a 6th rounder and go get him, bro, they're bad. I don't even want to talk about it because that means something
quit
could
saying
happen.
it. Quit focusing on it. Listen,
but you got to prepare for stuff like this, man. You have to prepare for these things.
And preparing with a bad Nick Mullins may be better than preparing with a Will Levis.
No, I don't agree with that at all. At all.
Knowing a system, and running a system in the NFL are two different things.
They
are.
Bro, God help this franchise if
you're
Nick
so
Mullins is their
focused.
quarterback,
You get on lock on one thing.
We were all watching him.
I agree.
You looked at me like it was like someone you saw a ghost when you looked at me one time after he threw a ball.
It's a no bueno right now. I'm with you, but I'm simply saying is you got to be kidding me if you think that Will Levis is going to be able to come in and if they in a pinch
and win you games
and pull this team along.
He's got a way better chance of winning you games than Nick Mullins.
Listen, I'm
way better.
Don't make me go back and get those Nick Mullins stats.
He was the worst quarterback in the league last time he played.
He lost his way, bro.
He didn't have Liam Cohen with him. Okay.
He did.
I mean, I can't argue that.
He threw
the best he's ever played.
The worst pick six in the history of the NFL.
The worst, the absolute worst. The best he's ever played is when he had Liam Cohen coaching him.
Yes, in college football.
Yes, but he was in a system.
Florida.
He was in a system with a play caller that knew his strengths and weaknesses.
I'm so mad that I'm even saying that against Florida. In 2024,
what do you
Titans,
what do you mean against Florida? Kentucky's beaten Florida 4 the last 6 years.
That's what's making me mad.
Right. So I mean, you don't blame that on Levis. That's any quarterback.
The only thing that made Levis shine was playing.
Right, but it's any quarterback in Kentucky. Doesn't matter, any of them.
Down by the river, Florida. Defense.
Look, he just goes right beyond that.
In the 24 season, in the 23 season, he threw for 58.4% completion, 1,800 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 4 picks. He followed that with 63% completion for just over 2,000 yards through 13 touchdowns and 12 picks. His rating both years, 81, not great. And when you're not seeing a guy, especially in this quarterback-starved league, that's telling you something. And you're hung up on it. I know there's nothing I'm going to be able to do about that. My golden moment is that Brenton Strange is signed, sealed, and delivered. You can't have 13 personnel without 85. The other two will come along, but he's still the engine that is going to be a savage blocker and get out against linebackers, zone coverage, whatever it might be, making plays from that tight end position. Doesn't mean the other guys won't as well, but he's still the linchpin of that tight end room. Very important. That's for sure. All right, now this is a leftover ukulele, okay? But we still got to get into it.
By the way, every time we bring up Mullen, the text line just goes, he cannot be the backup quarterback.
Listen, I think most people share in what you're saying. I don't think there's too many people that are stumping for old Nick Mullins, but I'm just saying you are 100% zeroed in on it. And once you get it, once it's in old Matt Hayes' noggin,
it's like a bulldog, man. I ain't let go of it. Right.
It is not going away. All right, let's see if we can get this one. I've had this one just kind of saved for a second, but let's get into the golf talk just for 1 second left over from the United States Open as we go from. Well, I'm gonna go with the Modelo Perfecto, okay? Because we've been talking about Modelo with the show this afternoon, and Modelo Perfecto. I need the guy who leads the charts among active players with consecutive major starts.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Adam Scott.
Up until this past weekend.
That's a great guess. That's a great guess, JJ. I'm going to say, wow, that's a great guess. JJ's probably got it. Justin Thomas? Joe's shaking his head.
Maybe Justin Rose?
Justin Rose is a good one, too.
I'm going to stick with Adam Scott, though.
I'll go with Justin Rose then. There you go. Just that they're both your choices.
All right, good. So I appreciate it, and I know that there's golf knowledge that's on this show. Just to give you an idea, consecutive starts in majors. Tommy Fleetwood, 36.
Wow.
37 consecutive starts. Xander and DJ.
Wow, DJ he's at the point now where he's got to like up his game to even stay qualified for these.
Well, he got that cash though, man.
Yeah, but we're just saying.
No, but I'm saying for this streak to continue, it might be over for him.
His career's gone, but he got that cash.
37 consecutive. Terrell Hatton, 40.
Wow.
Consecutive. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
43. Roars and Fitzy.
Okay. Fitzy,
that's Matt, not Alex.
That's impressive for Fitzy. Yeah. That's very impressive.
It is. And he has won a major. 53 consecutive major starts. Jordan Spieth.
Wow.
I mean,
if I never have to see him play again, I'll be fine with that.
We're moving into the 7-year era now. Go ahead.
I'm hoping Jordan Spieth gets relegated, by the way.
I know.
So we don't have to see every single one of his shots, man.
Right?
They still show this guy like it's 2016.
I know.
They really want him back.
They do.
Bad in the worst way. So that was 53 consecutive starts. You have to go all the way to 100 to find the next guy.
It's got to be Adams.
It's got to be Adams.
Yeah.
Well done, JJ. Well done. Who's two?
That would be Jordan Spieth.
So he's got double almost.
That's how big the gap is, from 53 to 100. Now, the unfortunate thing for Adam Scott is he missed the cut, but that's still 100 consecutive starts at majors. That is unreal. It really is what he's been able to do. And these other guys, they just kind of drop it off here and there. And
and he's never hurt.
No.
Like not even, a Colin Morikawa back thing, nothing like that.
Right. And I'm glad you said hurt, because just kind of like just a quiet little sidebar to the story when Brian Rolap, the CEO of the PGA Tour, comes out earlier this week and basically outlines new beginnings in 28 for the PGA Tour, relegation and championship series and challenge series and all this kind of, was Tiger Woods being part of the announcement.
Yeah, I love that.
It was just like so kind of sidebarish. Did anyone see who was there? Oh, was Tiger there? That's how sidebarish Tiger was in this deal, and he supports it fully. But isn't that crazy? Flown back from
wherever
Germany, wherever he was, we believe it was
very discreet.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
And have we heard any update on his court situation?
Of course not.
No, not that I can recall. Anyway,
but I mean, at least he didn't beat up a locker room or anything.
No,
I mean, God forbid, the golf fans would disown him for life for that.
And if we are being honest, there might be a reason you beat up a locker room, because Wyndham Clark found out that his girl was sleeping with Baker Mayfield.
we didn't talk about yesterday.
And so,
so he tweeted in 2016, "I hate Baker Mayfield," with zero context.
Yeah.
So after his win this weekend, he was on a show, I believe it was Barstool something, and they're like, "What the hell's the deal with that?" And he's like, "Oh, that's a good story. My girlfriend at the time cheated on me with Baker Mayfield."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Okay, well, I guess you're allowed to tweet that then." But he's like, "Since then, we've become cool."
Yeah. He said, I'm a Baker fan.
Yeah. He's a homie.
Which is just classic. But anyway, yeah. I think Wyndham, in a lot of ways, repaired his past, his reputation. He apologized.
Yep.
Certainly made.
I think that Tirico interview at the end really was like the nail in the coffin for his past whatevers.
Exactly. And for him, like we said, very, very few cats have won 2 United States Opens, and he is one of them.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
Homeowners, is your home storm ready? Now during the storm season sale at Renewal by Anderson, you buy one window or door and get one 40% off. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. There's never been a better time to protect your home before the next storm. But this offer ends June 30th. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
Your AC's broke, it ain't no joke. Call Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. Florida Home AC. FloridaHomeAC.com.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking mumbo-jumbo. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from high heels to wagon wheels. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
At the First Coast YMCA, you'll find much more than just a gym. We offer many ways to help you become more active, reach your weight loss goals, and find your inner strength. Membership at the Y includes state-of-the-art facilities, a huge variety of fitness classes, and programs for all ages. It's easy to join the Y since it's affordable for all incomes. The Y is a great place to make connections and experience something new. Visit the YMCA near you or online at fcymca.org.
I'm Rick Ballou. DraftKings Sports is live in all 50 states. Yes, that means you, Florida. The whole world is watching one tournament right now. Group stage chaos, knockout drama, stoppage time heartbreak. The DraftKings Sports app is now live in Florida, so whether you're catching the early kickoff before work or the late match at the bar, you are in on every minute, every match, every moment, all in one app. Right here in Florida, the world's biggest stage in the palm of your hand. New DraftKings customers sign up with the code 1010XL, spend $5 and get $200 in total rewards. That's code 1010XL in partnership with DraftKings. The crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions, a CFTC registered introducing broker. Trading involves risk of loss, market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click the claim issued in non-withdrawable. Predictions, dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends June 28th terms. DKNG.co/predictions promo.
This is Victor Patel, CEO of North Florida Medical Center. Have you been in an auto accident? Are you feeling pain or stiffness? Our board-certified team has over 15 years' experience helping patients recover through chiropractic care, physical therapy, pain management, primary care, and neurology. Even minor injuries can cause long-term problems if left untreated. Schedule your free consultation today at nfmcjax.com. North Florida Medical Center, bringing the care back to healthcare.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Movement after the second round of the NBA draft took place last night. LaMelo to the Timberwolves. A little action. I know we were arguing yesterday about the draft and how the NFL draft is covered for months and the NBA draft is covered for minutes, basically.
Yeah, like 3 hours.
Like yesterday I watched the Sports Center before. They already did the one night of NBA draft. They're getting ready for the second night. I saw 2 NFL draft pieces, the exact same one repeated in their broadcasts leading up to the NBA draft covers last night. It was Schefter on Mendoza, and they did it twice. They ran that bad boy twice. They did 2 USA soccer pieces as well, with no talk of either.
Surprised they didn't do a WNBA topic.
They might have worked that into before. They didn't hardly look back at the first round and hardly look ahead to the second round, which was just
there wouldn't
classic.
be any Caitlin Clark talking it. So
she got choked out last night
and stepped on.
Yeah,
and her coach
and then she got choked out by the WNBA.
Yeah, so
a couple hours later,
they came out with a graphic that was like celebrating their 30th anniversary as a league.
It's unreal, man.
And they have a collage of players, probably 50 of them on there. No, Caitlin Clark.
She's not one of them.
Only your most popular player of all time
ever,
right now.
Only the player
there is
right
and right now.
Yes,
I was like making sure that maybe they didn't put current players on it. No, there's current players.
That's just classic.
She literally saved the league.
Oh yeah,
they are so petty, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It would be like if the NFL was like Mahomes.
We don't need him.
I hate you. You're not getting any calls.
Yeah.
You're not in any of the NFL commercials, nothing like that. It's
We don't
just
need you.
crazy.
Yeah. The top 100, I want to get back to, we mentioned Trevor Lawrence with Pete Prisco's top 100 at CBS Sports.
Right. We didn't get back to that. Okay.
It was 65 for Trevor.
And
How many?
And he was the highest Jag.
He was he was the first Jag if you're counting
down
from 100 down.
So so you think that? So you're saying there's one under him?
Is there, or is there more than one? Is there a Jag in the top 50?
I'm trying to get in Prisco's head right now. Like who he likes.
That's a scary place.
I know.
It
I'm
is.
trying to think of who he likes. He likes Anton Harrison. He does.
I know he likes Josh Allen.
He does like Josh Allen. It's Josh Hines.
That's going to be my guess.
That is it.
He likes both Josh Allens.
That is it. Josh Hines Allen is the only
Let me guess
other.
where he is. Wait, let me guess where he is. 58.
Close. Only other Jag listed. He's 53. So we have Trevor at 65, Josh Hines Allen at 53. I'll give you the top 10 real fast.
I thought maybe Parker would sneak into his list.
Does not.
90s or something.
At least I went through it pretty fast, but I did not see another Jag. Lamar Jackson, 10th. So he's got El Boogie from 6th last year to 10th this year. Puka Nacua, 9. Justin Jefferson, 8. Mahomes, 7th. Penei Sewell, 6th.
Wow.
Joey Burrow, 5th.
I don't like that. He has
4th.
Burrow ahead of Mahomes?
I think
because of the injury, as he really would be my.
I mean,
only,
Mahomes Burrow is hurt every year.
I know, but still, at the very least, a significant injury for Pat Mahomes. You have to at least acknowledge that.
I mean, significant for Burrow too.
But he did. Burrow didn't get
is
injured last year.
always
at the
hurt,
end.
though.
You see what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I would.
Don't defend it. Don't.
Listen, I love
bad Pete. I'm sorry.
I love Pete too, but I don't think you can defend that. No.
Well, I think if you say the best players on the whole, or is it coming out of last year into this year? That's kind of the separation line.
Sounds like Pete's like giving up on Mahomes.
Pete loves Mahomes too. Josh Allen, 3rd. Matty Stafford, 2nd. Myles Garrett, 1st.
40-year-old Matty Stafford.
And that's
second.
from a quarterback lover, putting Myles Garrett ahead of Matthew Stafford.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnicht. Nimnicht Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
All right, Lauren Brooks joins us now. Helmets and Heels getting ready to go. You just heard those last handful of names that are up there. Trevor, 65th.
I was
according to Pete.
surprised by that, and I thought both you and JJ would have been closer. I would have guessed somewhere. I mean, CJ Stroud last year on the NFL Top 100 was 39th, so I would have expected Trevor to be higher on Pete's list for sure. Yeah.
But I guess if you looked at it not rated, he moved up 35 spots or 36 spots, I guess.
Right.
Is how you'd have to look at it.
Yeah, because he was injured and didn't play well.
Right, exactly. The combination of that and then a slow start. Anyway, I guess I have to give Pete a little credit for not loving on him too much.
I give credit, honestly, for doing this list. I think these top 100, the player voted one is easy. Someone just compiles the player votes, right, in a spreadsheet. Coming up with your own top 100, that would take me hours upon hours to really sift through every single one. I mean, the top of the list is, fairly easy, but you talk about comparing some of these receivers, like that's why a guy like Parker Washington's never going to make the top 100. Now, if you took the back half of the Jags season, then how many Jags would be on these lists? That might be a little bit different.
Yeah, because they
story.
scored a bunch and they definitely were.
By the way, red, white, and blue for you?
Yeah. Oh,
I
I'm fired
it.
up. I'm ready to go.
I love it. Matt has an American cup over here.
See, I got the American.
Baby, every day. Come on.
We got 2 different versions of the American.
That's right.
Sick
I love
cups.
this.
TLD got me Father's Day, red, white, and blue stuff.
And
so
does
we're fired
JJ,
up.
do you still have the watch party tonight?
No, but we have the reaction show tonight.
Which I think that makes sense because the game doesn't really mean a whole lot, so I can understand. Yeah, but obviously tune into the reaction show because I would expect also a little bit of a preview to Bosnia-Herzegovina.
Yes, if it's Bosnia. I mean, there is a 1% chance, but I'm hoping it's Bosnia. Right now, we're assuming it's Bosnia. If Bosnia knocks out Italy and the USA in the same summer, JJ will have a mental breakdown.
That would
That would not be.
I don't
then you
even
have to
want
name Sophia instead of Sophia Bosnia.
Yeah, maybe you. If that happens, I will rename my daughter.
No, don't do that.
Sophia Bosnia. All right, what's coming up?
We'll talk some more Brenton Strange. We'll talk some NFL World Cup as well. We got a lot to get to.
All right, sounds good, Lauren. Thank
All
you.
right, thanks,
All
Sean.
right, they are coming up next. And like we said, you got that match at 10 o'clock tonight. May not mean as much, but still, USA on the pitch. Definitely want to check it out. And with Modelo, you got the watch party over at the Lemon Bar.
I like that, on the pitch.
On the pitch.
I love
I'm
that.
catching on, man.
You got the fever, man.
I do. I'm catching on. So Lemon Bar for the Frangie Show at 4 this afternoon with Frank and Ryan O'Halloran making a special guest appearance. And then the Modelo party will continue all the way to the United States against Turkey. We are done. We are on remote with Superior Fireworks tomorrow. So we'll be telling you all about that over in Orange Park. So we hope that you'll come see us. We are done. Joe C., Maddie, and JJ.